Hey guys, so it is September and temps are cooling off rapidly. It feels like summer just flew by. Like it's ridiculous how fast I think it went.
Yep, and one of my favorite seasons is arriving very soon already, just creeping in. I think it's already here, fall.
Yeah.
So
we received some Primo Winter's mums and we're gonna create some fall containers, which is always exciting to do. Because I think it's just a display of colors that...
Yes. Well, last year we did do mums, the Primo Winter's mum, when they first...
yeah, when they first came out.
They were first introducing them, and we had just arrived here around that time. So we went mum crazy. It was a wonderful opportunity to go ahead and do that last year, so that way we can show off all the, all the different kinds of mums that they do have. But this year we're keeping it simple because we have a lot going on in the front still.
Yep.
So we're doing 2 colors only this year, which this one is Garden Mom Wanda Bronze. Yep. And then we're going with Morgana Red.
And I'll put those pictures up so you can see the actual colors of it. And if you're interested to see how many other colors there are, you can definitely go on the website. Or you can check out our video from last fall that we did, I don't know, like 10 different varieties of them.
Yes, and we also created... I don't know how many videos there is of the fall. Yeah. But I know we did maybe two videos.
Yes.
With mums, so you can check out those videos. We'll link them down below so you can get some ideas on what else to plant them with, and also how many colors there is.
Yep. So we're gonna get started with these containers, and I think it's a pretty fun container because there's some things that we were thinking about, some ideas we were tossing around. And,
and it got challenging on us.
Yeah.
So I think we'll talk about that once we're done and we're putting everything up. There's actually going to be 3 containers that we're putting together.
Yep.
And we'll talk more about it once we start heading up there, and because these are going to go in the front of the home. Yep.
All right. So as we get started doing our fall containers, we didn't account for this huge grass that we're going to put in here. So rather than do it this way with you watching the container be set up, we're going to do it this way, and the front of it will be right here, and then we'll turn around when we're done. It's a tall grass, and this is going to be the star, or not necessarily the star, but the thriller of this container, because I think it's going to bring a nice foliage color to the red color of the house up in the front there. So as we get started, we're starting with the back facing this way and Angie's back container facing that way, so you guys can see exactly what we're putting in here as well.
And we are literally stuffing the containers. That is one of the greatest things of fall. Yeah. Fall containers, that I love for them to be wild and crazy. And we're gonna see how we do this. We could have gone with a smaller grass bit. It's for fall. They're not gonna be out there very long.
Yeah. Besides, I think with some of the plans we have for the front of the house, having something short is really not gonna give that view that we want.
This guy's pretty rooted in there, isn't he?
Yep.
Oh!
I'm gonna go ahead and tease this guy a little bit.
Tickle those roots.
We just got these from our local nursery, so I know a lot of these have been not stocked there, but they've been growing these, and they've been in the container for quite a while. So what you see here is
I'm gonna have to get up.
It's them growing in the nursery there.
Okay.
Okay, so Angie didn't listen and did the back of her container the opposite way.
There.
That works.
This works. So actually, I forgot to tell y'all, Ambrose is the one leading me on this container. Usually, I'm the one that's doing the container, especially for fall, but this time...
She let me do it this time.
He got really inspired this time around.
So we're using a couple of ornamental things in here. We're using an Ornamental Kale. This one's called, what is it? Yokohama Red Ornamental Kale. And then we're actually using something that's not ornamental, which is a Bright Light Swiss Chard, which is going to have that nice red stem that's going to go back to some of the other stuff, the grass for instance, and then the mums that we're going to put in here as well.
Okay, so this one goes... Oh, it's super wet. And he literally just brought these. He went shopping for them too. He should have done a video on that.
Yeah.
He's the one that took off and went to pick out everything for this one.
I was pretty excited about this one.
So where's that one going?
Yours is going on that side right here.
Okay.
And again, like I said,
what's next?
I think this is the fun part, is using a Swiss chard.
You were super excited about this.
In a fall container. It just brings a unique color. We're going to put 2 of these in there. They're going to grow about 12 inches tall. I know they probably spread a little bit, but again, probably not going to eat from these. This is just, we're using it as a ornamental, although it is edible. What's next is flanking the sides of these containers with the mums, and that's what we're going to do next. So
let's get those right, because I do want those a certain way.
So we're gonna get the Morgana red, and we're gonna put it
Morgana red
on the side of the Swiss chard. Now these mums from Primo Winners get what, about 12 to 24 inches tall and wide?
Yes, we forgot to say that. Okay, say it again. I'm sorry. I'm over talking.
So they get about 12 to 24 inches tall and wide. They're very beautiful. Again, we grew them last year. We got them a little bit later last year, so they were already kind of cracking. So I don't think we were able to plant them in a container to where they grew to full size, but they grew a pretty good size.
They really grew. We'll actually pop up some pictures.
Yeah.
But another thing I liked about them so much, one, how they come in just ready to go ahead and pop in. I would one time try them like in a hanging basket. I've seen that before too. So gorgeous.
And considering that we got these kind of early.
Yes.
Considering that we got them early,
Where you putting that one?
I fully believe they're going to grow to a good size. You're going to put it right here because the wire line's going to go there.
Okay. These are hardy 7A through 9B. These mums. So here we are a 7B. They will do great. I can leave them out, and they'll come back for next year.
Yep.
But one thing I do love about the Primo Winners mums is that I noticed last year, a lot of people asked me what's so special about them, how long they lasted.
Yep.
And the color, guys. It was just so vibrant. We're going for which one? All
right, so the next one we're going to do is the Wanda Bronze. Now this one I absolutely love. It's an orange with a bronzy looking color. It just gives off some nice shimmery look. So that one's definitely one that I'm excited to see in this container, especially, and that's going to go on the opposite side over there. So I'm going to turn this a little bit. I might block you out.
Y'all can't see what's going on right now, guys. We'll definitely, show you. But yeah, the colors were really pretty last year and lasted a very long time. Okay, where am I squeezing this guy? Right here?
Just right in the back there, yeah.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, a cool plant I think that we're going to use in here is the wire vine, huh?
Yes,
now, this is going to be the spiller. The only thing about the spiller, though, it's going to be off to the side some and towards the back. So it's not really going to be a spiller necessarily in the front, but it's going to be enough to be able to see from different angles.
Behind the mums?
Yep, behind the mum, right next to the chard. So the next thing is we have a pigeon white ornamental cabbage. If you haven't seen the pigeon type ornamental cabbages, I would definitely suggest you get some of these because these are beautiful. They have some of the nicest whites. They also have a pigeon pink that we're going to use in a different container, so you can see that one as well. But that's going to go right up here in the front. Now with the ornamental cabbage, to get the best effect, you can plant it in at an angle, just a little bit, just to get
tilted, a little tilted,
because it likes to grow that very thick stem on that ornamental cabbage. Now the last plant we have here, which
fun plant for me,
I think it's gonna go great, and it kind of, at first we thought about it and we were like, man, does that color really go? But I think it's a great color for it. Now this is, oh, let me read that real quick. This is Primo Peachberry Ice. Absolutely love this color on this one.
Love using Heuchera for fall and then transition to winter. It looks beautiful here in containers in our zone all through winter. Should we squeeze in a viola or something?
Yes, that's what we were gonna do.
A little pop of like purple. Now these are looking a little bit leggy. They're gorgeous though, the color. There you go. And we'll go ahead and trim them back. It can fit. It's a fall container.
Alright guys, so you probably can't see me because of the grass, but that's what this container is going to look like right there. Now as the Swiss chards grow and this kale grows and everything else pretty much grows out together and these mums show some color, I think it's going to absolutely look beautiful. It's a completely different container style and color scheme that we're going for fall this year, but just absolutely beautiful, I think, all around.
I love it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up filling this container up, and then we'll grab the next ones that we're going to do.
Yep. At the end of this video, you'll be able to see this container completely in its full once we get it set up as well. We got 2 more containers to go though.
This one we are using Super Bells. Super Bells Red.
Yep, so Super Bells Red.
What else?
We have these awesome looking violas called Sorbet Deep Orange. These look pretty cool. I love the way they look.
The color.
Again, we're probably going to trim these back a little bit.
Yeah.
I bought these at the nursery. It's the only one that I could find in the color that we were looking for, so leggy or not, that's what we have to go with. But absolutely love the color.
Nice trim.
But we're going to use this in here as well. Alright, so some more ornamental cabbage, and these are the Pigeon Victoria Pink. So that's going to go right in the center there, and again, these containers are a bit big, but these cabbages will get pretty
This is
huge.
my favorite one.
Yes.
Oh wow, you see, he surprised me because I know you mentioned pink, but so yeah, he surprised me. I thought it was just any pink cabbage.
So
now the Victorian pink is my favorite. We grew this back in North Carolina, and I fell in love with it. I actually even asked you for seeds too.
yeah.
I wanted him to order seeds because I wanted to grow it this year, but it just went by too fast for us.
So
okay, so how am I doing this? With metal?
Yeah, this guy's just going right in the middle here. And again, these guys will get big, so
gotta make sure to put them
right dead center, so
a little low.
It has a nice show in this container here. Alright, so these red bells again, right in the front of this container.
Just dirty the.
Then
okay. So this one's gonna look a little empty. Probably add. I think we're probably have to head over to the nursery and grab a couple more of the orange.
Yep.
He was trying to go ahead and rush on the getting the plants for fall because they go fast.
Yeah.
Last year they just went fast around here. Okay, so very simple, guys. We'll go ahead and do a little trimming in a little bit.
Yep.
And let's move on to the third container.
Third container.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and use Morgana Red.
Yep.
Just one.
So just one in this one. So as you can see, this is our third and final container. We have different variety containers. So the first two were more of a galvanized look. This one is more of a smaller wine barrel look. And the reason for that is because I think I've been just about everywhere and looking online. And if you're the same as us and you've been looking for containers, you can tell that they're pretty much non-existent in certain places.
What one is looking for. So
yeah.
It's been a little hard. So we're really going to, it's going to be a challenge right now, trying to see how we put it up there too. But you'll see what we're talking about.
I think you guys will, I think you're going to like it once we're done, because I absolutely love this look that we're going for.
Yeah.
But we're going to do one single mum in here, because like I said, this guy can get about 24 inches tall. So we're going to see how big one single mum gets in this container here.
Yeah, I just wanted one simple one. Just very simple, just the mum in there. I'm getting all the soil out. I didn't think there was that much in there. We wanted to go with red too. One, the house is red. Goes really well with the home. And two, I've never really done red mums. So last year
yeah.
we did the red mums and I love them. So that's why I'm going with it again.
Alright guys, so that is our third and final container. Now we're going to grab these guys and take them up front, set them up so that way you guys can see exactly what we're going for here. And I think, again, you're definitely going to like it. We'll water them once we get them up there. And let's go ahead and do that.
Yes.
Alright guys, so we're up in the front and it's getting a little bit dark, but I just want to show you what we're working with up here in the front and what we're actually going to use. So for those big containers, we're going to use this to raise them up just a little bit to give it some of that height, and then the other two containers will go one here and one on that bottom step there. So it's basically what we're going with. We're going to try to get these containers set up because we are losing light pretty quick. If we don't get to this right now, then we'll just continue tomorrow. Alright, so it's been a couple days since we put our fall containers out here, and we had this vision in our head of how we wanted these containers to look, and it just wasn't what we were looking for, so we did a little bit of changes to it. We added some height to that back container because those...
Well, we knew we wanted the height, you know, with the back containers, because first of all, it's been challenging looking for containers.
Yep.
So we used what we had already, and we thought of the idea, well, you thought of the idea of getting some plant, what are they called, the stands?
Some plant stands, basically. And
to lift them up, but right now, we couldn't find any at the stores the right size.
So the ones we got were just way too high and just didn't look right with the height of that grass going beyond what we were actually looking for. So we opted to put some pavers underneath just to raise it just a bit.
And it worked out right. It worked out perfect. I'm happy with the height of it now.
So another thing we did was we added some more violas to the lower container because
orange.
We wanted to be a little bit more filled out.
We still wanted the red, but I don't know. We wanted to play with. We've never. I don't think we've tried. Maybe once we've tried orange violas. Yeah. I'm usually always picking the purple ones.
One of the things that we were laughing about earlier is that Angie loves change in the garden. I'm not so, you know, hyped on changing too many things in the garden, but it's something I'm getting used to. But one thing she didn't want to get rid of was the Japanese hollies that were up here. So she was kind of, you know, when she saw that they were gone.
I know that they have to go, and I've mentioned this in past videos, and I know they're ready to go because they've been in those urns for way too long and they're struggling. So we have already plans, you know, we even have the containers for those ready. And I know we're going to get new ones, you know, we're going to get something new for up there. I just love to see something in green up there all the time. It is fall, and we did have planned to already remove those hollies. So, you know, time to let go.
Alright, so I think the main thing we want to do is come back when these mums are actually blooming, because that's mainly the focus of what we're doing with the containers up here and showing off these mums. And considering we had some last year, they look absolutely beautiful, so we're excited to see these mums bloom up here along with everything else that we have in here, the you know, the Swiss Chards, the other kale that we have in there.
I'm excited to see the Swiss, what is it called, the Swiss Chards grow. You can't see them yet. They're really still tiny in there, but I'm excited to see those grow.
Yep. And so the last things we have to do is add a little bit of pumpkins up here, make it a little bit more fall festive. And I know Angie loves the corn stalks, so that's something that, you know, we just haven't been able to find, or they don't have them yet. So that's one thing we do.
They'll be putting them out soon, and we were holding off on the pumpkins because it was warm, but we're hitting 40s tonight.
Yeah, so hopefully you know, nothing dies on us as far as the other annuals that we have.
And the pumpkins will do fine.
Yep.
We'll be in really cool weather from now on. What else?
Don't forget your wreath.
Oh my goodness, yes, Laura's, I call it Laura's wreath. I don't know if y'all remember back garden, when was it? Last fall, was it?
Yep.
Garden Answer, Laura has a walnut wreath that she made, or two. And I went ahead and made one last year, and that's what we had up on the door last year. The walnut wreath, but the only thing is that it's so hot here, and it's the south side of the house garden, and it gets so hot that, you know, if it's still hot, the walnuts, the glue starts to melt off and just falls. So I don't want to lose any of that. So I'll probably, I don't know, maybe we will bring it out already.
It'll probably come out soon. Maybe in the next video when we do the update with the mums, we'll definitely show that wreath off. But that's pretty much going to do it for the video, guys. I mean, absolutely love the way these 3 containers came out. We usually just opt for 1 fall container, but this was a little bit of a change, and excited to see what it does throughout the fall season here.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video.
Hope you enjoyed it and you like the containers, and we will see you later.